Hello guys, well, I remember I used to watch the original Little Mermaid when I was a kid a lot of times. I don't know why. I was obsessed with this movie. But Disney is making another pointless and unnecessary remake of this movie that I am not going to grace my eyes with seeing. There's so many other good movies that I would rather grace my eyes with seeing. Heck, I would rather watch Cocaine Bear than watch Little Mermaid. That's how real I want to see this movie. No, I would rather watch something like Scream. I would rather watch Scream. And I don't really like those types of movies that I watched this remake of Little Mermaid. So the Oscars put out the official trailer for Little Mermaid. And everybody hates it because this movie is garbage. It's trash. Okay? From the first, when they announced this movie, I knew it was gonna trash. It has bad CGI, it has bad characters. Okay? Okay, you have horrible CGI, you have horrible, ugly character designs, okay? And it's not just, it's everything about this movie looks horrible, okay? Everything about this movie is horrible, okay? You have the live action fists that replaces Flounder, you have the live action crab that replaces Sebastian. This is removing all the personality that the original movie had. Removing all the original, same with the Lion King remake, and I don't think this is gonna be able to get away with this like the Lion King remake, okay? I think so many people watched to see the Lion King remake because they wanted to see how it turned out. Okay? And it was garbage. Simple as that. Garbage. Trash. Okay? It didn't age well. Okay? Aged like milk. Okay? And what they're saying is basically, if you do not like this movie, you're racist. So yeah, I do not like the fact that they made a live action Little Mermaid movie. Yeah, I'm a racist for not wanting a live action Little Mermaid movie. And they sold this here. They have Ursula here. They have the King of the Sea guy. I think his name is like King Neptune or something. Then we have Flounder. Why? Okay, you have Sebastian. Like, why did this movie need to exist? Okay, all the personality came because this movie was animated. Okay, same with the Lion King. The reason why the Lion King is so good is because it's animated. Because animation was able to create these characters' personalities perfectly. Okay. Why can't or Little Mermaid could have made a new series, okay? But this was the original movie, and of course, Founder was animated, and of course, the bird character and all the characters are animated, okay? But you're now having realistic animals and realistic creatures. You have the eels are realistic, obviously. I don't know, and there's the bird. Okay, this removes all the personality from the characters. I've been saying this from the very beginning. From Lion King remake too. You're making the movies worse by remaking them. Okay? This will never be as good as the Little Mermaid animated movie. Same thing with Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast live action movie will never be as good as the animated movie. Okay? Same thing with the Lion King. Okay? Never be as good as the original movie. Okay, the only one I actually liked was The Jungle Book. Okay, that was the only one I liked, but I didn't really care for the animated movie to begin with. I didn't really have an attachment to The Jungle Book, the original animated movie. Okay, as well. But they just keep doing these. They're also planning to ruin Bambi and make a live action, like with Real Deal. It's just what's gonna take for people to realize that these movies are god awful and don't deserve your money. Okay. Pinocchio flopped. I'm talking about the Disney one. Okay. Pinocchio flopped. Okay. And they released another Pinocchio movie the same year by Guillermo del Toro. And that movie was much better. Okay. You're making an unnecessary remake of a movie that is beloved. Okay. Dumbo too. Dumbo looked awful. Okay. I didn't even see that. Dumbo looked awful. Aladdin was awful. I remember I watched Aladdin a couple of times when I was a kid, but Aladdin was awful. Aladdin was awful. Okay, I'm talking about the remake of Aladdin. Okay, it was awful. It was garbage. I heard that Mulan was garbage. Okay, all these live action remakes are garbage. Simple as that. Okay, they're only making Ariel Black because they're gonna find a way to seal themselves from the criticism of the fact that this movie is unnecessary. The fact that this movie is unneeded, unnecessary, and no one asked for this. Okay? I think that's the real reason why they made Ariel black. Okay? Because they know that they can hide behind calling people racist if they don't like this movie. And everybody's starting to see it now. Nobody likes this movie. Nobody asked for it. I'm glad that people are finally starting to wake up to these god-awful remakes. Okay, I'm glad that people are starting to realize that these remakes looked awful. You guys so did when The Lion King came out and said, "Oh, but this movie," and United and said all disliked the trailers and all said this movie looked awful and boycotted the movie. Save it for Aladdin. But you guys made these movies make $1 billion. I'm glad that people are finally coming to the table about Disney's crazy live-action remakes. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, this is not the real design for Flounder. Flounder really looks like a generic fish. I think this is supposed to be Flounder like here. Like, this is like, why? Who asked for this? Who wanted this? Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to be watching this movie. I'm not going to be giving this movie any money. I'm not going to be financially supporting the Real Mermaid remake whatsoever. Because from the very announcement, the fact that they were making this movie, I didn't want to see this. Because we do not need live action reimaginings of all Disney's live action movies. Okay? We do not. Okay? And not even DreamWorks is doing it with How to Train Your Dragon. But How to Train Your Dragon makes a lot of sense. Again, they can do it pretty well. Game of Thrones did dragons pretty well. Okay. Game of Thrones did dragons pretty well. Okay. Game of Thrones did dragons pretty well. And they only, Game of Thrones did dragons pretty well. So if they make the dragons look cool and look interesting and look good, I don't think people will have an issue with a How to Train Your Dragon remake. Live action version, because dragons look really cool in live action. That's just the fact of How to Train Your Dragon. I do not like the fact that they're making a live action How to Train Your Dragon movie, but makes a lot of sense. If all the DreamWorks movies they want to make in live action, How to Train Your Dragon makes the most sense, because dragons are just cool. That's simple as that. That's why How to Train Your Dragon is a very successful movie series. Okay, one of the best animated movie series of all time. It might be one of the best live action movie series too. Because I think How to Train Your Dragon is one of the few animated properties that could work in live action. Maybe that's why they're making it. Because they know that people just love dragons. Dragons are cool. But this, you're basically assassinating a movie. Okay, taking all the personality out of the movie. Okay, as well. Okay. Like, there was this and How to Train Your Dragon. All you have to do is make the dragons look cool. Okay, dragons don't speak in the movie. They're dragons. They act like dragons. Okay, they act like animals. But this is just why. I hope this loses money. I hope it bombs. I hope it fails. Okay? With knowing Disney's recent track record with Ant-Man, Marvel, Star Wars, and everything else they have produced, I would be too surprised if people are finally starting to wake up to this complete and utter garbage. Goodbye.